lahat. Kung saan ka man, ako ang iyong host. So,
Sophia Valero.
Carlos Miguel. And this is 50-50 Podcast. We're joined here today by our guest, Ash Barastoy.
Hello.
And someone who can't make it today because she's sick, Lee Ampil.
But she's here with us in spirit. Hi, Lee.
How are you? How are you today?
I'm good.
Are you feeling good? Hindi ka nasakit? Sakitin.
May clothes pa ako. Pero, so far, get well soon.
It was okay.
Get ready for insightful discussions, engaging interviews, and wala na yung coffee. No coffee. No coffee for today.
Whether you're a student or just looking for something to listen to while doing your chores, you're in the right place. Because in today's episode, we'll be delving into social media marketing, how it works, how it functions in today's society, and how it affects every one of us. So, without further ado, let's get down to the episode.
Social media, everyone has heard of it. Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. Do you guys ever use it?
Yeah, of course. Of course, I use it from time to time.
Huh. And how has it affected you in some way?
I guess I'd say one of its roles is to connect us through profiles, ideas, or interests. And it really impacted me because it broadened my perspective towards different viewpoints. It made me look at things in different angles, you know. And because of social media's accessibility, it exposed me to things I would not have known or watched if I weren't scrolling through a feed. But that doesn't mean that without social media or the internet in general, you would be uninformed. Because there's obviously newspapers, radio broadcasts, etc. But I guess posts and links we read make it seem more approachable or maybe even accessible to our generation to digest. But that's just me. How about you, Ash?
As someone who uses social media, of course, may na-observe din ako from time to time. Like for example, how social media has taken a big role in modern society nowadays, right? Lalo na sa mga younger generations, mga Gen X, mga tawag, and how they access early knowledge early with their age. Thanks to many platforms on social media, nakakapag-navigate tayo and nakakapag-solve tayo ng problema natin. Like for example, paano lutuin yung ganon, saan papunta yung ganon, what time yung ganito.
Karamihan talaga, no? Nakukuha natin sa social media, lalo na Facebook and Meta, all that. But seems like it's practically monopolized content, no?
Mm-hmm.
As in, everything we get is from content. There's no other. I mean, there are news outlets, but it's for news specifically. Social media, it gives news, content, entertainment, and
Just for you.
and products as well. So, such as social media marketing. Okay, I probably should have asked this question before, but what kinds of platform do you often use?
I often use Pinterest, Reddit.
For me naman, I use Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and the usual naman, the usual three. Do any of them correlate? Ay, tanong ka naman, nakapag-correlate ba sila sa mga interest ninyo? Mga social media, ang ginagamit nyo?
Medyo. I mean, I get Lazada and Shopee ads.
Yeah.
It's mostly apparel, but it's mostly for girls as well.
Yeah.
So, kind of.
But there are hits and misses. There are times I get ads to join the US military.
Like out of, hindi na talaga recommended for
I'm
you.
not a US citizen.
How do you get to the US in the Philippines?
I don't know. Maybe I just search up travel Reddits and then it's like, hey, would you like to join the military so you can travel?
Sa tingin ko, social media has been gradually taking a big role in modern day society in many ways. Lalo na, alam niyo naman, sa mga younger generation these days, di ba?
Yeah, the iPad kids.
O iPad kids, you know, nakakapag-early access na sila sa mga knowledge na hindi nila dapat mag-access kasi young pa sila eh. Pero salamat sa madaming platforms sa social media. Nakakapag-navigate din tayo, like, you know, ano kailangan natin, saan tayo pupunta, when tayo pupunta, or paano gagawin yung, ayun, things such as navigating the street or looking up tips and paano gawin din yung mga pagkain.
You get everything from your phone nowadays. It practically monopolized content.
Yeah.
Where do you get your news? You get your news from Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Where do you get your entertainment? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the same thing. YouTube as well. Good, but also it's a very bad thing as well. Of course, it has some bad aspects, but in some way, it's done some good for some people. In some way, like you, it gives access for content, for news outlet.
Natin yung special guest natin, pero group member din namin si Lee.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome, Lee.
Welcome, Lee!
Welcome!
For now, wala siya dito kasi may sakit siya.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Sorry, we forgot to introduce you. Here's your amazing guest, classmate, and friend,
Lee Ampit. Okay, Lee, what do you think?
Okay, so of course I know. Of course, these platforms have a algorithm on how which content is presented to us based on what previous content we've consumed. In terms of shopping, it's what we previously browsed. Example, if you search up what kind of microphone, it will recommend you other microphones as well from different shop sellers. That's the usual. Same goes with the ads. Just like what, as you said, something that's really out of context, it suddenly recommends you something way different. Mga ganun.
Thank you, Lee, for that wonderful statement. Now let's move on.
I've definitely been affected by viral marketing before. So
Yeah, same.
this goes to show how effective social media is at advertising products.
Yeah.
So sa inyo, ano sa tingin nyo? How do they work?
Well, actually, one technique I've heard from Investopedia is viral marketing, which is a sales technique that attempts to incite demand through word of mouth. Whether it's cashing on an ongoing trend like Y2K or dark academia, by making products oriented towards that aesthetic, or mailing products to popular influencers for them to use and advertently promote to their fan base or following. How about you, Carlos?
I've definitely been affected by viral marketing before, especially with those aesthetics, Y2K and dark academia.
Oh my gosh, the jojo siwa bowl.
Oh.
I only used it once.
Oh, the bow.
Yeah,
It's used it.
it hurts my head.
There's also this type of marketing firm called earned media. It also uses word of mouth, but word of mouth at the way that it doesn't use sponsors. It's given through through the sheer quality of the product itself. Isn't that more trustworthy than?
Yeah.
Ang interesting naman no? Like, madaming ways na nakakapagano yung viral marketing and all that stuff. What are the other factors na nakaka-influence sa inyo na nakapag-decide sa inyo ng social media?
Well, there are plenty of factors for each and every person, so listing them down in entirety may bog down the pace. So for the editor's sake, I'll just name a few. Number one is probably demand, whether it's from just ongoing trends or endorsement. It just goes to show that if you you see everyone enjoying it, you may want it too, and companies have definitely caught wind of that because according to a survey on Adweek, brands find their way to promote products through viral trends made digestible in a seconds-long video by content creators being sponsored by said brand. And it's not a bad thing because it provides alternatives to well-established brands, which henceforth bring more opportunities for small business to arise and thrive. But on the other hand, the accessibility of such a platform can incite a certain oversaturation of supply in every certain trend that pops up in one's For You page. Though we'll get into that later.
Well, for me, I think it's the way how people don't really have the power to choose between the things social media shows or advertises to them, and by that and by that yung mga tao nakapag unconsciously decide lang sila kung ano yung nakikita nila, yung ayun, yung parang types na ayun, impulse buying.
Yeah. People may not have control over what ads they see, but may control sila sa kung paano nila gagawin ang mga post na nakikita nila sa like posts like sa Instagram. They can like it or report it, and this impacts what the algorithm wants to show you.
Listen, man.
So that brings us to the end of our podcast. I would like to thank our contributors, Troy, who's at the camera, and our Jitsu master, who's hiding under the table the entire time. Dave!
So
Guys,
guys,
thank you for listening.
thank you for listening. I hope you're having fun today, and I hope na hindi nyo ako nakita the whole time.
Don't forget to take a break.
Kanina pa siya I'm just special cameo, so maraming salamat sa pakikinig. See you on the next episode. And bye-bye! Bye-bye!
Wait, we forgot Leo! Oh my god!
Okay na yan, okay na yan.
It's fine, it's fine.
And si Lee. Bye-bye!